Okay, websites do not carry, oh, it's actually linked. But website, if you write any address, it doesn't give you any extra mark, or you will not, or you don't lose any marks, of course. But it will be counted as just all one word. IELTS loves to put us, the candidates for IELTS, at a position where we are the go-to people. That means we are the experts, and other people ask questions from us. They seek our advice. They want us to share our experience. And that is, well, something interesting. Even in the real life, when people just take a moment and approach us and tell us, okay, hey, I have this really important thing that is, confusing me and bothering me. I would like to seek your advice. I would like to know what you think about this situation. We feel very important and we feel very good when other people ask us for advice or solutions, and we're always willing to give, anything that we have in order to solve their problems. Anything, any experience, any knowledge, connections, anything. And based on that, today we have a letter to write. Welcome to IELTS Juice. The rubric says, a friend of yours is thinking about applying for the same course that you did at university. So let me break it down. You went to university. So I want you to think about the university. What is it? The name of the university. And then you need to think what branch, what field of study you studied at university or you graduated from. And then it's been a while, you have a friend who is now, I believe, in the majority of cases, this friend is a bit younger than you are and wishes to ask you some questions. Because he or she, we don't know, you can start thinking, we can give it a name, like Mike. So in my case, Mike wants some information about that particular university from me. And then Mike is planning on applying for the same course. So if I studied mechanical engineering at the University of Jakarta, for example, I mean, just an example, then my friend, and I'm graduated, my friend is also thinking seriously about applying for the same course, mechanical engineering, at the same university, the University of Jakarta. He or she, I'm going back to the rubric, and in my case it's a he, has asked for your advice about studying the subject. One thing to note, you did not initiate this conversation. Mike, in my example, did. So please remember that your letter, which is it is clear now that it's going to be a friendly letter, your letter is the second step in this communication. So bear that in mind. Always remember that at the beginning, you also need to mention that, okay, I know you asked me this, it's a wonderful thing. You need to give Mike some feedback. Write a letter to your friend. In your letter, now, what elements does IELTS want us to include in our letter? Give details of the course you took at the university. Details. How many course credits you passed, which professors were good, how good the professors were in general, were you satisfied with their knowledge and performance? What about the university equipment, labs, if it applies to your case? And Also, maybe you can talk about the lessons. You can talk about the environment, the atmosphere. Is it encouraging, or no, it's just a large high school. People just come and go and they don't learn anything. It's important that you try to add some feeling attached to it. Don't just say, yes, there are 276 teachers, professors, I mean, or lecturers, because it's university, and I don't know, 10,000 students. My university is 1,600 square meters. I mean, these are, there's no feeling attached to it. You can say, yeah, there are 8 very good professors, 2 of which are Nobel laureates, 2 of which are already working with Tesla, with Elon Musk, with this guy, with that company, and they have this reputation. So I want you to associate some proud elements, some pride, some like your time will not be wasted, or quite the opposite. You might say it's a waste of time. The labs are working, but you will be better off somewhere else. I want you to start thinking about these elements. Explain why you recommend the university. Why do I recommend this university? You can talk about the ranking of the university, the dean, the management, the atmosphere, the facilities. You can talk about your experience. Maybe one day something happened to you, and because of the staff in that university, you were able to solve that problem, and give some advice about how to apply. So think about the process. Is there a website? Is there an admission button on the top right corner of the website? Or maybe you have to apply in person. You go to the university, it's the office is the second building on the right, and it's on the ground floor. You need to talk to, I don't know, admission officer, somebody like that. And then there are forms, then you can submit. Whatever the method is, just start thinking about details in the process. Now, based on all the things that we discussed, let's look at the candidate's response. Dear Deepak, I'm writing to share my experience with a course I took at the University of Mumbai, which you are considering. Okay, I don't like this beginning. I am writing to share sounds very formal. No, not very, but it's not that informal. Plus, you are not acknowledging that you received the previous request and you are writing this. It seems as if you are initiating the process and you completely ignore the previous communication your friend had, Deepak had with you. Deepak reached out, asked for your help, but you are answering like a robot, like, Dear Deepak, I am writing to share my experience with the... That doesn't work. You need to say, hey, it's very good that I received your lovely letter, and I'm very happy for you that you have reached this point in your life, that you are seriously considering for your next level in life, how to improve yourself. That should be something like you acknowledge the request and you thank the individual for coming to you, looking at, trusting you with this problem. That's huge. This is important. You don't just write a letter out of the blue to help someone. Someone comes to you because they believe you are trustworthy, because you can help them. You're powerful. For that, you need to acknowledge, you at least need to thank them. Thank you for writing this letter. Thank you for letting me know what you're thinking about. Thank you for including me in the process, in your thinking process, in your life. I will be more than happy if I could contribute to your future life. These are basic and important elements. You need to bring it into the letter. This is not just some letter. You're going to shape that individual's future. So that's important. The course I took was a comprehensive program on C#, a programming language that is highly sought after. Whoa. Good, good structure in the job market. It was particularly valuable because it was entirely practical, providing hands-on experience essential for managing real-world projects. This candidate knows how to control, how to contract using grammar, and how to put a lot of information into a relatively small or compacted sentence. I like that approach. I really do. But the problem is it's a little bit overused. Like there are too many items, one after another. Let me tell you. It's a program that is sought after. Okay, it was particularly valuable because it was entirely practical, providing hands-on experience essential this one is which is essential for managing real-world projects. This is which provides hands-on, and those elements are removed. I like it so far. There is power, but a little bit overused, a little bit. The course was intensive, again, which is contracted into requiring. Definitely the writer is knowledgeable in grammar, but is overusing it, requiring daily attendance. But it was worthwhile as it enabled me to quickly acquire the skills needed to complete my project successfully. C# is a programming language. It's just one language. It's not programming as a whole thing. I'm not sure if that is a university program. It sounds to me more like a course. Maybe we should start thinking about a larger field of education, for instance, software engineering, or how C# can bring something new to the language programming for the future certain AI robots. I mean, it should sound a little larger. I don't want to deny this. I don't want to get into technical here. I just want you to start thinking bigger. And when you start thinking bigger, more details will come to your mind. And you will have an easier job addressing the task. I highly recommend the University of Mumbai for this course because it is renowned for its modern facilities and experienced professors who offer invaluable guidance on project implementation. I love the vocabulary so far. Very good range. Very, very good range. I can say quite sufficient. More than adequate. To apply for this course, you need to send your CV. Oh, before I continue, is this paragraph just all one sentence? It's all one sentence. A sentence cannot form a paragraph. It's as simple as that. However complicated, long, wordy it is, a sentence is not a paragraph. So I know it is an informal letter, but it has nothing to do with the register of this letter, and this is not acceptable. To apply for this course, you need to send your CV to the Department of Computer Science via email. Okay, that sounds legitimate. You can find the email address on the university's website. Okay, websites do not carry, oh, it's actually linked. But website, if you write any address, it doesn't give you any extra mark, or you will not, or you don't lose any marks, of course. But it will be counted as just all one word. I mean, good, because you're thinking in detail. I'm happy. As I can see, and I can see already there are 251 words here. This is enough. When choosing your schedule, I suggest opting for morning classes as they are less crowded compared to the evening sessions. Good detail. I'm happy with this. This is very good. I'm satisfied. Please let me know if you decide to apply. If you decide to apply, I would be happy to hear about your decision. Very good. At least this paragraph has 2 sentences. Best regards. 251 words. Let's look at the band descriptors. Okay. I can start from coherence cohesion first because the organization was coherent. But we did not say at the beginning that this is the second letter in the progress. So we are continuing on the communication that has already been started. So Deepak reached out, either had sent us an email or a letter, or had talked with us on the phone, or we both were at a party and Deepak just came over and asked this question. We did not acknowledge that area at the beginning. Other than that, everything else was coherent. We followed the bullet point structure. That part was done. And the paragraphing also was not always logical. We had one paragraph that was only one sentence. The tone was generally consistent, but not 100%. Especially at the beginning, it was too formal to talk to your friend. Like, I am writing, and that's like you're addressing the manager of a place. I loved grammar, but we only saw one structure, one grammatical structure contracted. And it was done very well without any issue. I didn't see many errors, quite frankly. And the communication was very good, not natural, not 9. 9 is a natural one. Of course, you need a wide range of grammatical structures, but it is still qualified for 7. And for lexical resource, this is actually borderline 7. I was expecting a little more words related to the academic context. I was hoping to see courses, credits, campus, staff, dean, lecturer, professor, PhD, I don't know, thesis, some words like that, but we didn't have anything. So the words didn't affect my communication, but the communication was not at the level that we could say natural. A student naturally would talk more about the academic environment. And the task achievement, the only thing as I need to say is the tone. The tone was consistent in the majority of cases, except at the beginning. I think we covered everything. This can easily get to 6.5 by just improving the vocabulary here, or making sure that this letter acknowledges the previous request and says that it's the continuation of the previous letter. Based on that, if you wish to see the improved version of this letter, in the description, there's a link. You can click and it will take you to the IELTS Juice website. Scroll down, you will see the improved version. And if you wish to see other videos like this, you know where to click. Please consider subscribing, and I hope I'll be assessing your letter, essay, or maybe another task one later on. Take care.